For today's lesson, we are going to discuss geometry questions from SMO2021 Junior section. There are only 3 such questions, and all of them involve the Pythagoras Theorem. The first question for today is come from the question 4 of the year. In this diagram, there are 6 circles tangent to each other. Given that the radius of the larger circle is equal to 1, we are asked to find the radius of the smaller circle. Now, just now we mentioned that we need to use Pythagoras Theorem. Then we need to construct some right angle triangle. Note that this is the center of the smallest circle, and this is also the center of the biggest circle. When we join the center of the middle circle and the smaller circle by a straight line, they'll pass through the touching point. Likewise, when we draw a straight line separates these 2 middle circles, this will be the tangent and it will pass through the center of the smaller circle. Join this point to them and we will obtain a right angle triangle. We will let the radius of the middle circle as A. Then whatever that we have here will be 1 minus A. And this is also the radius of the middle circle, so it is also equal to A. What happened to this length? Now we note that this angle here will be equal to 45 degrees. Let me redraw it here. This angle here will be 45 degrees. Why so? Because there are 4 middle circles, then this will be a 90 degree. And therefore half of it will be 45 degrees. If this is A, this will be A. And given that the hypotenuse is 1 minus A. So what we have here is A squared plus A squared equals to 1 minus A squared using Pythagoras Theorem. So 2A squared will equal to 1 minus 2A plus A squared. So A squared plus 2A will equal to 1. So A squared plus 2A plus 1 will equal to 2. So A plus 1 squared is equal to 2. So A will equal to negative 1 plus square root of 2 because A is positive. We are not going to get the other value, negative 1 minus square root 2. So A equals to negative 1 plus square root 2. Now we are asked to find what is the radius of the smaller circle. Then obviously it will be equal to 1 minus 2A. 1 minus 2A. And A is equals to negative 1 plus square root 2. Negative 1 plus square root 2. So it will be 1 plus 2, that is 3, minus 2 square root 2. From the option that we have, the answer should be equal to B. So B is the answer for question 4. Given that ABCD is a quadrilateral inscribed in this circle, the length of AB equals to BC equals to 6, and the length of AD equals to 14. We are asked to find what's the length of CD. Again, we need to use Pythagoras Theorem. Then we need to construct some right angle triangles. And we also need to use some property of circle. First of all, CD passes through the center point O, meaning that CD is a diameter. If CD is a diameter, we can join A and C, and we'll see that this will be a 90 degree. This is the first point that we have using property of circle. The second point that we notice is AB equals to BC. So ABC is an isosceles triangle, and then this angle AEB will be also a 90 degree. Since this is 90 degree, this is 90 degree, these two are parallel, we can draw another line segment that is perpendicular to AD. Call this point as F. Using the property of circle, then we know that this will be 7 and 7. Now we will focus on the triangle ABO. We'll focus on the triangle ABO. ABO. And don't forget we have this E. AF will equal to EO, and this will equal to a 7. Let the radius of the circle be R. So AO is equal to R. BO will be also equal to R, and therefore BE will equal to R minus 7. It's known that AB is equal to 6. So this is what we have from this diagram. Now I will call AH as H. So when we look at the triangle ABE and using Pythagoras Theorem, we know that H squared will equal to 6 square minus r minus 7 square. And now we are using the Pythagoras theorem again on the right angle triangle AOE. H square will equal to r square minus 7 square. Now we'll concentrate on this to get the value of r. So I'll move everything to the other side. So r square plus r minus 7 square minus 7 square minus 6 square equals to 0. So after I expanded r square, 2r square minus 14r plus 7 square minus 7 square cancel off minus 36. So r square minus 7r minus 18 equals to 0. Let me continue here. So r minus 9, r plus 2 equals to 0, r equals to 9 because r is positive. Now, so r here is equals to 9. R equals to 9 meaning that CO will also equal to 9 and OD equals to 9. And therefore, CD is double of R. And therefore, the answer is 18. So 18 is answer for question 16. For question 17, this is original a cardboard in the shape of an equilateral triangle of length 36. Some of the part have been cut off, and later on they will form a tree with the base in the shape of equilateral triangle again. Obviously, the height of the tree is 2 squared 3. So we are asked to find the volume of the tree. Easy, we can find triangle in this diagram. But in order to use Pythagoras theorem, we need to use right angle triangle again. We start from an equilateral triangle. The length will be the same. Let's say this is of 2, 2, 2. And when we cut it into a half, this will become 1 and 1. Using Pythagoras theorem, this is 90 degrees, this is 2, this is 1. 2 square minus 1 square will be equals to 3. So the length will be equals to square root 3. Now, note that this is a 60 degree and this is 30 degree. So it means that in the right angle triangle of the angle 30, 60, 90, the side length will be of ratio 1 to square root 3 to 2. When you look at this small triangle here, this is a 90 degree, and note that this is also a 30 degree. Half of it is 30 degree. We will draw it into this form. This is 30 degree, and this is 90 degree. This is 2 square root 3. What we have just now is that when this is a 30 degree, this is 1 to square root 3 to 2. 1 to square root 3 to 2. Now, so this is 2 square root 3. It must be to 2 square root 3 times 3 to 2 times 2 square root 3. Okay. So meaning that this length will equal to a 6. And this length is corresponding to this length here. So this is equal to a 6. By symmetry, this is also equal to 6. And therefore, this is equals to 24. Now we know that this base in the shape of an equilateral triangle of side length 24. The volume of the trace is equals to the area of the base times the height. Therefore, the volume will be equal to half 24, the base, and the height. The height will equals to 12 square root 3. So if this is 2, this is square root 3. This is 24, this will be 12 square root 3. This is the base, this is the area of the base. And the height is 2 square root 3. 2 square root 3. 2 and 2 cancel off. Then this is 24 times 36. And the answer is 864. So 864 is the answer for question 17. So we have completed the discussion of 3 geometry questions from SMO2021 Junior section. And there is still some counting questions from SMO2021 that we will discuss in future. That's all for today's lesson. I'll see you again. Bye-bye.